What's up, everybody? Once again, it is time for Funko News. This edition of Funko News was recorded on June 16th, 2023. Some figures that you can look for in store right now do include the latest Nightmare Before Christmas figures. I have seen Jack Skellington with the Christmas tree with my own eyes in stores. I haven't seen these others just yet, but again, they are hitting stores right now, so to be on the lookout for those, and they are all common, so they should be pretty easy to track down. I can't remember if I shared it previously or not that the latest McDonald's figures, including Birthday Ronald McDonald and the new Hamburglar, are starting to show up in stores, but yeah, you can be on the lookout for those also. I've seen those in a couple of stores. The new Dale Earnhardt with car is starting to show up, and also Star-Lord with the basically an album cover. You know, it's the Awesome Mix Volume 1 that is showing up in stores. I've actually seen that in my local box lunch. It does look pretty good up close. With Funko.com, here are some things that you can add to your collection right now. Indiana Jones in the white suit, the training version of Geralt, of course, from The Witcher, the Diamond Mirabelle from Encanto, and it does come along with that bag, which has a really nice design to it, really nice coloring going on. And again, remember, this is a diamond version of Mirabelle. You also see here Walt Disney with camera, of course, part of Disney's 100th anniversary. Then there's the Raiders of the Lost Ark mini backpack and a wallet. Those two items are sold separately from each other. Some random bits of information here. So at Funko HQ and Funko Hollywood, if you visit those, you have the opportunity to create a pop. It could be a pop of yourself that you're trying to design, or of a friend, a family member, whatever, or just some random character that you want to piece together. So it's sort of like creating a custom pop in store there. Now this feature is opening up to the public, so this will be a feature available online, I'm assuming through Funko.com. This should launch in the third quarter of this year, and each custom pop will run you $30. I think that's the base price. I don't think that includes the shipping as well. You know, if I learn more about this feature, this program, basically, I'll let you all know about it, especially once it does become available to the public. So there are some Blockbuster Rewind figures on the way. You get an example of one here, of course, Freddy Funko dressed as if he works at Blockbuster, although I'm saying that kind of apprehensively just because I don't remember anybody at Blockbuster wearing an apron like that necessarily. So I don't know, maybe it's kind of just a combination between Funko and Blockbuster going on there. But regardless, that's what the figure looks like. You see that it does have, I believe the black and white variant is a chase variant there. So as I learn more about the Blockbuster Rewind figures, I'll let you know about them. I do know that it's going to cover different well-known properties as far as this line is concerned. So like I said, I'll share more information in the future. You see here that this Snoop Dogg figure, which is a Hot Topic exclusive, is their pop of the week as far as the sale is concerned. So you can get that figure now for only $7. It is listed on the website. If you happen to be in the area of Funko Hollywood, you can spend $100 there at least, and then get the Black Panther with Waterfall for free along with your purchases. You also see here that they have had this for a while now, this Sorceress from Master of the Universe with a backpack. The price has been lowered on that down to $55, which is a pretty good deal. The Freddy Funko that you see here is Freddy as Champ, and that is a Toy-Con exclusive in the Philippines. And then focusing on Encanto again, you see here that Box Lunch has this exclusive Isabella soda, which does have a chase variant there. You can pre-order that right now on the website, and that does have a mid-August release. Some items that you can pre-order with various retailers do include the 500-piece Godzilla puzzle, the 500-piece Stranger Things puzzle, the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation game, and then specifically with FYE, they have an exclusive Dende figure that you can pre-order right now, and that has an August 10th release date. And there's an Anime Expo Hot Topic exclusive Goku and Krillin 2-pack, which should release next month in July. The IT NFTs are on the way for a June 20th drop. I did share that previously. This is just a better look at the physical pops that go along with this NFT drop. I'm glad that there's nothing here that I'm strongly interested in. And as a matter of fact, I liked the first volume of it. Volume 2 I thought was way weaker, and I definitely did not like the ending. So yeah, like I said, I'm grateful that I'm not too interested in anything here. Couple of random things to be on the lookout for. So the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse minis are starting to show up at Five Below. There is a Star Trek Spock cover on the way. With GameStop, you can pre-order this Count Dooku and Anakin 2-pack, and that is up for a September release. There is a Facette C3PO on the way that will be a Funko.com exclusive. And yes, some people have asked about it in the comments. There are some more racing pops on the way as well. The new NFL pops that you see pictured here are available for pre-order with various retailers. Now, specifically with Fanatics, their website, you can go ahead and check out these championship figures here if you're interested in them. That does include the Denver Nuggets NBA Champions 5-pack, and then the Vegas Golden Knights Stanley Cup champion here. And this player, I'm not familiar with them. Sorry, I don't follow the NHL. But yeah, this particular player here is represented for that team. So you can order that pop there as well. Again, these are Fanatics exclusives. And the upper right there, you do get a look at those NFL figures out of box. But the main focus here, you see that there are going to be some NFL Santa pops. So it'll be interesting to see how well those actually do. Walmart is getting an exclusive Hollywood Hogan pop pin. I don't know if there's a Chase variant to it, but that should be on the way very soon. And then, of course, there are some more Major League Baseball pops on the way. Again, I don't follow Major League Baseball, not too familiar with the players here. I'm sure we'll get an official look, an official reveal of these players soon enough. And I doubt it would just be 2 or 3 new ones. It's probably going to be another full wave of Major League Baseball pops that we'll see pretty soon. New NBA Slam covers are on the way. As a matter of fact, I think some of these are actually already starting to show up in stores. So you see here the Stephen Curry, which I love that cover. That is so cool that they did a pop based on this. Really like the look of that one there. You also see here Scotty Barnes and Derrick Rose as well. So like I said, if you're not seeing these in stores just yet in your area, I think these will be out very soon. As a matter of fact, a lot of what you're seeing in this video, if they're not already in your stores yet, they will be pretty soon for the most part. WWE pops here. We got another full wave, including King Booker. I don't even really collect WWE, but I could see getting King Booker. I think it's very cool that they did that particular figure there. You also see here a British Bulldog. Yeah, that definitely, it gives me nostalgia there to see the British Bulldog as a pop. That's pretty cool there. We got Beth Phoenix here with a Chase variant. We got the Liv Morgan, which I did mention to you all previously. And then, of course, we have a new Roman Reigns as well. All in all, I think these are some pretty good looking WWE pops. And then, of course, that full wave of My Hero Academia, which I did say to you all would be on the way very soon. So yes, we got some official reveals here. For the most part, you can get pre-orders in for these figures, and that does include the majority of the exclusives. Of course, for something like the Funko.com exclusive toga, you would have to wait on that particular figure. But like I said, for the most part, these figures, if you see anything here that you're interested in, you can go ahead and get a pre-order in. And of course, that figure there that does have a Chase variant, that one seems to be moving pretty quickly. So yeah, if you're interested in anything, like I said, go ahead and do your pre-orders right now. And then I did say as well that we were going to get some official reveals for Jujutsu Kaisen. Same thing applies here. You see that there is a Chase variant in the mix. So if you're interested in that particular figure, I would go ahead and make sure I get a pre-order in for that one there. And then I do want to point out as well, you see there is a AAA anime exclusive Itadori. That's a glow-in-the-dark figure. So with AAA anime, that's going to be with various retailers online. So you can get a pre-order in. And then, of course, there is the Flocked Entertainment Earth exclusive Panda, which you can go ahead and pre-order right now as well. This Entertainment Earth exclusive mini backpack based on Jujutsu Kaisen is available for pre-order right now. That has a July release. And you also see here these Saint Seiya pops, which are available for pre-order with various retailers. The Spirit Halloween exclusive Bibbo with Shorty and Pizza box is available right now. This, of course, is based on Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I really have been enjoying collecting these pops, and I did go ahead and order this pop, which really is like a deluxe pop or a movie moment. I'm really looking forward to seeing this up close. I'm really glad that Funko actually made this. I think it's pretty cool. Definitely let me know what you think about this if you are a Killer Clowns fan. You also see here this horror advent calendar, which is available for pre-order with various retailers, and some retailers do have this at separate at different prices, I should say. So you might want to kind of shop around to see the best deal on that particular advent calendar. You see here some pops based on the Crow. There's actually 2 versions of the Crow. We did get the soda not that long ago, so I'm not surprised to see the pops now. And some stores are actually already starting to receive, I don't know if it's both of these or at least, one of the Crow figures. So these should be pretty easy to add into your collection if you're interested. And you also see here this dancing Pennywise, which is coming soon. I could definitely see myself adding that to my collection. I do have a Pennywise collection that looks pretty good, when you have all the figures together. There will be some more Nightmare Before Christmas pops on the way beyond what we saw just get released, and that is because the movie is celebrating an anniversary. So yeah, there's definitely more on the way. And of course, speaking of Nightmare Before Christmas, you see here this Entertainment Earth exclusive scented Pumpkin King, which is available to pre-order right now. It has an August release. I would imagine it smelling like pumpkin spice, but who knows? Maybe it does have like a burning scent to it. I really don't know exactly what the scent is going to be like, but that is an interesting figure. Again, you can pre-order that right now with Entertainment Earth. You also see here this Kingdom Hearts cover with Sora, which is a GameStop exclusive. There is a Last Ronin pop on the way, which will also be a PX Previews exclusive, which means you'll be able to find it with various retailers, and you might see it in comic book stores as well. They did a soda, so the pop is no surprise. And that soda, which does have that chase, you can actually go ahead and pre-order that right now with various retailers. I did share a look at this figure with you all previously, this Mary Jane Watson, but now it is available for pre-order. It is an Entertainment Earth exclusive that will have an August release. And this Amazon exclusive Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes Hulk is coming soon. I haven't seen it listed on Amazon just yet, but it should be available in the very near future. And still focusing on Marvel, we see here that there are some Werewolf by Night pops on the way. This had been rumored, and now we do get a look at them. So of course we do have Jack Russell, and we also have him in his werewolf form. We also have Elsa Bloodstone, and we do have Man-Thing. And this Man-Thing of course has the black and white color scheme going on, and it is larger than the previously released Man-Thing. Other than that, it does seem to have the same sculpt and everything to it, but yeah, it is a larger version of that figure, and again the black and white scheme going on to it. Not really sure if I'm going to go for these or not. I did enjoy Werewolf by Night. I'm just not sure if I really need the pops in my collection. Let me know what you think about that. If you are a Werewolf by Night fan, if you saw the mini movie, I'm just going to call it a mini movie. You know, it's referred to as a special, I think. But regardless, yeah, if you saw it, let me know what you think about the figures. Will you actually be picking these up? There are some McDonald's plushes on the way. You see those pictured there to the left, at least 4 characters in the mix. We also have a Kikkoman soy sauce figure on the way, which it does look kind of funny there. It does kind of make me smile. So yeah, that's a cool ad icon there. There's also some more FNAF plushes on the way as well. Of course, there's always plenty of more, you know, with FNAF on the way. And, you know, Funko has gotten back into doing the pops as well. So a lot of the characters that you see, if you see them as plushes or action figures, you may see them as pops as well. Focusing on Wednesday here, and one item that definitely stands out is this Ving hand figure there. I guess I'm gonna call it a figure, but yeah, that's actually created by Mondo, which Mondo is basically up under the umbrella of Funko right now. So that's a very interesting item there. You also see here this mini backpack, which looks pretty cool. There's this I think it's a purse, either a purse or a wallet, I'm not 100% sure there, that's going to be available as well. And of course Enid is getting a Funko Pop, and I think her pop looks pretty cute. I like the way that turned out there. The coloring looks pretty awesome on it, very accurate to the character. There's also this Wednesday pin set as well. So yeah, if you're a Wednesday fan, there's a lot to be on the lookout for. And some of the Wednesday Funko Pops have actually been getting some restocks here and there. So if you missed any of the previous Wednesday Pops, don't give up on them just yet. Continue to look for restocks. You also see here this Go-Go's album that is on the way. And that Go-Go's album is leading into some more Pop Rocks items here, including 2 more Snoop Dogg pops. This pop here, the one in the upper left, is my favorite Snoop Dogg pop so far. Of course, this is the way that he was dressed in the Drop It Like It's Hot video, so I could definitely see adding that one to my collection. We also had their Snoop Dogg with Chalice, and it's funny to think about the inspiration behind that look. If you know Snoop and you know some of the people he hangs with, you can get an idea of where that look came from, basically. Also, Ja Rule is getting a Funko Pop. Yeah, that should be fire. We also see here Ed Sheeran, pretty interesting design there. I'm not too familiar with his music, only to the extent that I hear it, of course, played in movies and stores and things like that. But I've never actually really sat down and like listened to his music or watched any of his music videos. So I'm sure that is some reference that if you're a fan, you do understand it there. Of course, we see Erykah Badu here again. Of course, we've already seen her previously. I shared the look at her previously when the woman herself, Erykah Badu, actually shared that on her social media. You see here 2 more Michael Jackson figures that are on the way, including the Thriller Pop album, which had been rumored, so that is pretty awesome there. Although I really want to get a good look at the figure just to see how well it does match up with the cover. It's kind of tough to see in this image here. Also, Aretha Franklin with a very classic look for her. She is getting a pop figure. And still focusing on pop rocks, you see here Rosalia. We also have Shakira, and Shakira is getting a standalone pop, but then also a pop album as well. Mariah Carey is getting another pop album. You see here Rob Zombie, he had been rumored, so that's at least one Rob Zombie pop. I wouldn't be surprised if there ends up being more than one. We'll see what happens with that though. High School Musical is getting at least one pop. I can't imagine them just doing one based on High School Musical, so we'll see what else they decide to do. We know what else they're able to do. Of course, you see this Duran Duran set of figures there, and then we have the Disturbed mascot, the guy, as well, getting a pop figure. Really do like the look of that figure. Actually, not something I would add to my collection because I'm not like a fan of Disturbed. I'm not too familiar with their music, but yeah, I do like the look of the mascot there as a pop. Family Matters had been rumored previously, and yes, y'all, it is happening there. We see these Family Matters figures. Now, I can see Urkel selling pretty well. I think Carl actually has a lot of fans. Also, a lot of people really do like that actor. Laura and Eddie, I just don't know how well they're going to sell as figures. We'll see what happens with that. And I wouldn't be surprised if we get at least one or two variants of Urkel. Like, I could see them doing Urkelbot, you know, possibly. We'll see what happens with that, though, with Family Matters. Let me know if you're actually hyped for the Family Matters pops. I think I did share previously that Captain Planet pops were on the way. Here's a look at the figures. I kind of wonder if Funko will do a multi-pack for Captain Planet. You know, we'll see what happens with that. With Lizzie McGuire, we have here Lizzie McGuire with Monologue Lizzie, which is basically the animated version of her. I think that's a cool idea, the way that they did that there. And forgive me if I mispronounce this. I definitely don't speak Spanish here, but Loteria pops are on the way. That is surprising. Definitely not something I would have expected, but pretty interesting there, you know, for Funko to decide to do that. Let me know what you think about that line there. It's just 3 figures right now that we're seeing, but there could be more, so we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, like I said, pretty interesting choice. Some other unexpected figures here do include figures based on whatever happened to Baby Jane. I definitely would not have anticipated that. And you see that there are the commons on the back of the box there, the color versions, but then they do have black and white variants as well as chases. Pretty interesting. We are getting at least 2 interview with the vampire pops. And it's unfortunate, you know, there's no Lestat here because Tom Cruise does not allow the use of his likeness for figures or in video games. So that's something he does not budge on. I don't know the reason behind it necessarily, but of course it's something that companies have to respect. So yeah, no Lestat with interview with the vampire. It's a little bit odd, but you know, at least the movie is represented in figures in some way, I guess. And then, of course, there are Barbie pops on the way. I did mention those previously, and it's a big movie, so that's really no surprise there. And I think there's going to be more than what we're seeing here right now. So again, a lot of these figures, like I said previously, if they're not already showing up in stores, then they will be available very soon. I don't think for the most part there's going to be too much that you're seeing in this video that's going to be very challenging to add to your collection. Not much to share here with this particular rumor mill, but if you're new to the channel, you may want to go back and watch the recent Funko News videos. There were a lot more rumors that were shared. Some of those rumors have actually already turned out to be true, you know, based off of information in this video. But again, like I said, if you're new to the channel, you might want to check out some recent videos to see if you know, what else I have covered. So one bit of information here that I think is pretty interesting, it would make a lot of sense, and I hope is true. It seems like Funko may start to limit their exclusives to just one production run. So let's say that they make you know, whether it be like 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, whatever the number is of a particular exclusive, once it sells out, that's it. They're not going to make it again. So like I said, that's a possibility. I don't know if it's 100% sure, but yes, that would minimize waste. You know, that could help the company overall. We'll see what happens with that, whether that ends up being true or not. I think some collectors may appreciate this as well, because then of course that does affect long-term value for figures. So, you know, we'll see what happens with that, if Funko actually puts out any official word on that or not. As far as NFTs are concerned, and yes, I always say I know how some people feel about them, but they're going to keep coming. And as far as some other NFT drops that we could see throughout the rest of this year, it could be Stranger Things 1, Back to the Future, Squid Game, Steven Universe, a 25th anniversary run of NFTs, which, there's different possibilities there. Halloween run, that could be pretty interesting. And I don't go for NFTs, so it's going to be kind of frustrating if I see some physical pops that I really would like to have, but it is what it is. Also a holiday run, and then Jurassic Park, also Mickey and Friends. So we'll see if these actually pan out to be true or not for NFT drops. And then it does seem like there is a Hot Topic exclusive Bao soda with Chase on the way. So here again is that SDCC rumored list that I shared with you all. And remember, don't put a whole lot of stock into this list. We're going to get the official reveals very soon. A lot of people thought it was going to happen this past week. It hasn't happened just yet, but it could be in the next few days. We'll see there. So yeah, just be patient. Don't stress over this list too much if you're seeing things that you're not crazy about or things that you feel are missing. Remember, this is not the official list. I just wanted to point out real quick, I forgot to mention that yes, Short Round is supposedly an SDCC exclusive that will be shared with GameStop as well. I don't know if there's actually going to be another Indiana Jones pop or if that is basically the Indiana Jones representation for the convention. We'll see what happens with that. But if you haven't seen this list previously, like I said, you can kind of look over it yourself. But again, remember, this is not an official list. To wrap things up here, I do want to point out what is in the Marvel Collector Core box, which focuses on Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. If you do not want to see that the contents of that box, like if you had the box on the way and you'd rather be surprised, please make sure you go ahead and tune out of this video right now. Again, I'm going to go over the contents of the Marvel Collector Core box focusing on Guardians of the Galaxy. So as far as the pops are concerned, there will be a pop of Aisha and also a variant of Adam Warlock. I was really hoping to see an action variant for Adam Warlock, like whether it be him flying or getting ready to throw a punch, something like that. But this one, I'll take it. I may keep this in my collection because I am subscribed to the Marvel Collector Core. I do think it's cool that Aisha is getting a pop, but these two characters together, I can understand if somebody's disappointed that we don't have a pop based on one of the original members of the Guardians. But then again, at the same time, I kind of understand it because they already have a lot of different figures for those characters. So it is what it is. I'm overall okay with those pops that are actually in this box. You also see that there is a decal for the Guardians logo, a pin for Rocket, and the t-shirt here, I definitely will rock the t-shirt. I actually like the design of that. We have Rocket and Groot basically dancing on the t-shirt. So yeah, I do like that one there. So again, I don't think it's like a crazily awesome box or anything like that, but I think it's okay. If you're going to share your thoughts about this box in the comments, please make sure that you give a spoiler alert for people that may have tuned out of the video. So let me know what you saw in this video that you're interested in. Let me know what you've been seeing in stores recently and what you've added to your collection recently. Thank you all so much for taking the time to check this out. Please don't forget to drop a like on the video to show support. Very easy way to show support. And I will talk to you all again real soon.